This
teaching.
conference will now be recorded.
Yes, coming to my teaching profession, right? It's been like 11 years. So earlier I started like start conducting the classrooms. Then I moved on with the online sessions. Okay, and so far I've been trained more than 1100 IT professionals in my teaching career. Okay, so along with my IT, along with my job, this is my own area of interest where I started up the classes. Okay, and coming to my overseas experience, I've been with the longer tenuity with respect to my tenuity at abroad. Okay, and at this point of time, I'm almost like I have like a 10 close to 10 years. I won't say exactly 10 years, close to 10 years of overseas experience where I have. And recently I moved to India, so from United States, and I just wanted to settle down here. So that's the main intention. I moved out from US to India. Okay, so this is about my quick intro. Okay, so before I go there, right? So probably let me start with your intro, so that I'll understand, okay, your needs and your experience, so all those things. Okay, so let me start with Roja. Roja, can you please go ahead and have a quick intro from your side?
Yeah, sure. There is so much disturbance here. I think can everybody mute themselves?
Yes, everyone are on mute. You can go ahead. I think meantime,
Yeah, if I unmute, I hear a lot of noise. Can you hear me?
I think everyone are on the mute, Roja. I think it's from your side. If you don't mind, can you try to connect from mobile?
Oh, to mobile?
I mean, desktop also fine, but looks like having some kind of echoing.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it
Please
is.
use
I see
headphone.
it on unmute.
Use headphone.
Whoever is talking can hear.
Yeah, better you start using your headphone rather PC mic set. Use your headphone.
Okay. Maybe somebody else can go on. Let me fix this.
Yes.
So
And meantime, you can be on mute, please. Yeah. Let me start with Shri. N Shri. Hope you are able to hear us. N Shri.
Yeah, hi.
Hey.
Yeah. So I'm in the QA side for now almost 16, 17 years. So I'm trying to move into data science, or I got some training in the Microsoft Azure and Microsoft Data Science DP 100 course. That's what I took it, and then I saw the Power BI. They mentioned about Power BI. So kind of interest, even though I don't make a move now to another different career, but I just want to see what it is and how we can benefit from it. And knowing this, if I get too interested, then what else I can do with this, like will it make my move to data science easily, that kind of things I'm exploring now. I would say that, yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Thanks
Yeah,
for the intro,
thank you.
Shri. I
Yeah, thank
think,
you.
yes, having Azure knowledge, right? And it's definitely going to be value addition to you, okay? Because I've been with the Azure, okay, from past 3.5 years, okay? But I'm into the administration part, not into the development part of the Azure especially, okay? So I think definitely you will see the difference, when we try to establish the data connections with respect to the front end through Azure, right? There you will see the difference, okay? Yeah,
Okay, good.
it's
Thank you.
good to know. Great. Yeah, thanks. I see Kulwat Singh.
Yeah, hi Ganesh.
Hey.
Yeah, so I have maybe close to, you can say, 20 plus experience in IT.
Okay.
And I work mostly in Microsoft platform, ranging from like different languages from VB to ASP to ASP.NET, working as a project manager. And then I moved to Canada. Right now, I'm working as an IT analyst and working mostly on SaaS data sets. We are also trying to use Tableau and Power BI.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do these days.
Cool, cool. That's good to know. Always we have to enrich our skill set. Yes, I think you're on right path. Yeah. Let me start with Cam.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I have a financial background, just like a couple of guys before me. I'm trying to see how this can be beneficial to me in my career. So right now I'm exploring. Um, so
Yes.
I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna go through the demo and see how then I can maybe I ask a few questions, and then at that point I will maybe make up my mind whether it is beneficial to me or not, whether it will be
Yes.
beneficial or not. I know every
Yes.
education is always beneficial, but I just want to make sure that I don't want to waste my time if it's not
Correct.
going to be of use to me down the
Yeah.
road. Yeah, so
Yes.
we'll see how it goes.
Sure.
Hopefully you will address some issues in terms of obviously you're going to talk about it, the duration and how it can be useful to, to our maybe to our careers.
Yes.
So looking forward for that.
Yes. Absolutely. In the next 1 hour, I think I'm going to touch base, the areas which you are looking ahead, and your questions will be clarified automatically. You'll get a clarification there. Yeah, I'm sure about it.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you too. Yeah. So I see Diallo, Harona Diallo. Please unmute and talk. Yeah.
Hello, hi Ganesh.
Hey.
How are you doing? Yeah, I've been working in SAP BIVW for over 10 years now, and I think you taught me also in business object 3 years ago. I don't know if you still remember me. I took class,
Oh
the
yeah,
class.
yeah, yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah,
You are
BO.
located in Canada right now, right?
I'm in Canada, yeah, exactly.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
yeah. I
took
remember.
you, yeah, 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm working, by most background in BW and in SAP HANA. But,
I'm aware of you. Yeah, you don't
yeah,
need to introduce then.
yeah,
It's
okay.
nice. Good coincidence.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah, no problem. You already know me.
Yes, yes. Happy to see. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. All right. So we have Sunny.
Yes, hi, this is Sunny. So basically, currently I'm working on different BI intelligence technologies such as SAP Business Objects and Microsoft Reporting Services. And basically, what I'm trying to do is learn new skill set so it can, give my expertise besides just working on just couple of BI technologies. So Power BI is kind of like, it's really in hot BI tool. So, I would like to learn and explore what is out there in the market.
Got you. Sure. Definitely. That makes sense. And finally, let's start with Roja, and then we can go ahead and start the demonstration. Yeah, Roja, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hopefully you all can hear me.
Yes.
It's again resounding. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect now. For me, it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So I actually have 15 years of experience in business intelligence, 15 or 15. So I have a lot of my experiences in business objects and SSRS and ETL tools and stuff, and a lot of backend stuff I have worked on with SQL Server.
Okay.
So I just want to enhance my skill set, and Power BI is right now, it's very hard right now. I mean, so that's why I want to learn this skill.
Yes. So having a back-end knowledge as well as the front-end knowledge is always a kind of a milestone to anyone's career. Okay. So I think you are on the right path. Yeah. So yes, going forward, I mean, in the next 1 hour, we are going to discuss how it is beneficial, what we are going to cover, right? How it is going to be value addition to your careers, right? So those things will touch base. And finally, I see one more profession. His name, I'm not able to see their name. Waiting for name 101. I'm not sure. Can you please do a quick intro? Not able to catch you. Please
Yeah,
unmute.
my name is Manoj Kumar. I have also 10 years of experience in you can say in BI. So it's earlier I used MicroStrategy. Right now I am looking for to learn Power BI. I have rich experience in ClickSense also. So
Oh,
my
good.
company is now moving to Power BI and yeah, that's it.
Great. So by the way, sorry, I lost your name. Please don't mind. May I know your name again?
It's Manoj Kumar.
Manoj. Okay, great. Good. So ClickSense, what kind of area you are into? Is that into development or administration?
So in development.
Ah, okay, good, good. So I have a quite experience with administration on the Click side. Yeah. Anyhow, good to know.
Okay.
All right, there is one more apart from Manoj, right? There is one more guy waiting for name. I don't know. Can you please your intro? All right, I think let's go ahead then. Okay, I'm not able to get any response. Okay, all right, guys. So thanks. So firstly, thanks a lot for your introduction. And now I understood about everyone's in the audience, especially the audience needs and the expectations. Okay. So yes, all of your questions will be carried, in the next 45 or 1 hour of time frame. Okay. So welcome to Power BI world. Okay. So rather, I would say Power BI, I would say business intelligence. BI. BI stands for what? Business intelligence. Okay. So this Power BI is basically a product from Microsoft, where they have initiated, back in 2015. Okay, with they started with the prior to that they started some kind of a beta versions, but they generally released in the market around 2015. But so firstly, before I jump into Power BI, right? So let me start. I mean, in the curriculum, I mean, in the next 1 hour of time, right? What I'm going to cover, right? I'm going to touch base, right? Uh, what exactly the business intelligence and what sort of various business intelligence tools we have available in the IT industry. Okay, and I'll also touch base what is Microsoft Power BI and where the Microsoft Power BI is being used. And though we have a different options available in the market, why should I opt only the Microsoft Power BI, right? And Power BI roles and competencies, I'm going to touch base that, and what kind of a job opportunities you'll be getting. And I'm going to touch base again the capabilities of Power BI, kind of architecture, and our training roadmap. I'm going to discuss down the line in the next 1 hour of time frame. Okay, so since it is a demonstration and it's a day one session, uh, yeah, so that's the reason I would like to keep it a bird's eye view on top of this. So once we start our actual sessions, you'll have a deeper look into this. Okay, so now firstly, what is business intelligence, right? So business intelligence is a kind of a technology, okay, and it is a process, okay, where to identify and to analyze your data of your organizational data to turn them into actionable information. So with that being said, under the umbrella of business intelligence, right, there are different data driven processes is being included, okay, such as the first and foremost thing is data visualization. That's where our Power BI will come in picture. So Power BI is what? It is a data visualization solution. Okay. So under the umbrella of business intelligence, as I mentioned, yes, there are different categories of data-driven policy processes oriented. One is data mining, reporting, performance metrics and benchmarking identifications, descriptive analysis, predictive analysis, statistical analysis, visual analysis, data preparations, and data visualizations. Okay, now, sorry, my mouse is somehow it's okay. Okay, now, what are all the different various business intelligence tools we have available in IT industry? Yes, let me start with Power BI. Okay, we have various options, various tools are available, tools or applications available under the business intelligence. Okay, one is the top leader in the market is Power BI. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's a product from Microsoft. Can anyone tell me the majority of the organizations, I would say 95% of the organizations are with Microsoft, at least be it with MS Office components or one or in another way. Either it could be a operating system or it could be a Outlook, okay, or MS Office components, I'm going to say. One or in another way, every organization, I would say, be it with small scale industry or middle scale or large scale industries, Microsoft is being part and parcel of their organizations, right? So that is the major success behind the Power BI. One of the reason why they started, why majority of the organizations have started using that. And apart from that, there are very sophisticated features available within it. I'm going to touch base that. Okay. Yes. So apart from Power BI, we have Alteryx, Syscience, Looker, Business Objects, Click, MicroStrategy, Cognos, and Tableau. Okay. Now you can ask me a question. Though we have a different options are available in the market, why should I go ahead only with Power BI, right? So because one thumb rule is what? If you want it to be success, be a leader. Okay, be in a front line. Okay, be the right choice. Okay, be the top or be at the right time, right? So that's the one greatest saying, right? So that's the reason if you are with the one of the toppest application, if you choose, then your career also will be having in that direction, right? Will move towards the direction. But anyhow, I'm going to touch. So why should I choose Power BI? So before I go there, so what is this Power BI, right? So Power BI is what? As I mentioned, Power BI is a data visualization solution where you can able to generate this kind of a on the screen. You are able to see my mouse, right? So with the help of this Power BI, you can able to generate this kind of a sophisticated reports, sophisticated visualizations. Can anyone tell me in the current era, right? Does anyone can survive in the business side? Does anyone can survive without having a report or a dashboard? Is that possible? Impossible. That is absolutely not possible. Without having a proper analytics, they can't sustain in the market, right? So that is the reason you have one strong application in order to portray your organizational data in a better way, where you can take right decision at right time. Okay, so that's the main intention. So apart from this data visualization, right, Power BI can also perform the data acquisition and data preparation and data cleansing, and it also can have a data modeling. Okay, and it also can perform the calculations based upon your customizations of the market demand of your business data. Okay, and the content delivery. The moment you deliver the moment you develop a dashboard, it's not going to suffice, right? You have to distribute it to the various levels of the organization. So that is what. Okay, so it's not only a data visualization solution. So these are all the different features available within the Power BI. Okay, now, so in a simple words, with the help of Power BI, what else I can achieve? As I mentioned, you can able to generate this kind of a sophisticated visualizations where end users can easily interact with this data. Not only end users, I would say various levels of the organizations, like be it with top level management, low level management, or middle level management, or the business functionalities. Because under one organization, you'll be having different set of zones, right? Like if you talk about banking and financial services, where you see asset management, risk management, right? Like various sectors, various zones of data would be available, right? So it is going to, the Power BI is going to serve all the needs of your organizational data. That's the biggest advantage of the Power BI. Okay, now, so this is one set of an example. I'm going to touch base. These are all different journals of data, like human resources, right? And retail, manufacturing, those areas. Okay, and geographic, demographic regions related data. These are all the one sort of an example, and this is very interactive. Okay, so the moment I touch here, right, your dashboard is going to change with the different parameters. I'm going to showcase all those things in the upcoming days. Okay. Yeah. And this is one more example. See, the top level management, for example, CEO of an X company, they don't want the day-to-day transactions, right? They wanted to have a decision making supportive information. So with the help of Power BI, you can able to, okay, take that kind of a decisions at the right time. So to take the decision, you need some strong analytical solution along with you. Otherwise, you are not going to be in the market, right? So that is what. So this is one set of an example. Okay. See, this is one more set of an example where you can able to generate with the help of Power BI. See how sophisticated, how advanced it is, right? And these reports are can be easily integrated with machine learning solutions, artificial intelligence. All those things can happen. Absolutely. That is where the Microsoft has introduced in terms of the Azure, all those things, right? Yeah. See, this is one more example. Okay, this is about the sales performance report. Okay. Yeah. So all these things. Okay. Right. I hope now you understood what is the Power BI, right? So that's the main intention. I took this example so that everyone will be on the same page. Okay. So this is the main intention behind Power BI. Now, where this Power BI is being used, I mean to say, what kind of a sectors? I mean, within IT industry, we have different domains or different functionalities of the data, right? Like financial data, banking and BFS, banking analytics, banking and financial services. See, look at this. So this is one of the graphical information I wanted to capture so that everyone will understand. And education and reporting, game development, government analytics, healthcare analytics, investing and wealth management, manufacturing analytics, oil and gas analytics, real estate analytics, retail analytics, science analytics, sports management, supply chain analysis, telecommunications, travel and hospitality, T&H, travel and hospitality. Okay. So these are all the different functionalities is being used by the Power BI. So that is one of the key success behind the Power BI. Okay. Now you can ask me a question. How you can say it is the leader in the market? Is that Ganesh is going to tell the Power BI is the leader? If that is the case, are you going to trust? No. So we have the Gartner. Okay, so Gartner is what? It's a kind of third-party agency where they conduct a survey where it is having Gartner is a leader in the market in terms of the IT industry kind of surveys. Okay, they are the leaders in the surveys with respect to the business intelligence. Okay, see, as of February 2021, right, the leader in the business intelligence area is Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft Power BI, and the second position is with Tableau. And apart from that, you have MicroStrategy, Click, TIBCO software. TIBCO is what? You have IBI, WebFocus, ThoughtSpot. These are all the different BIs, different BI applications available. Okay, so that is the reason majority of the organizations and majority of the IT professionals, they are moving towards Power BI. Okay, because now why should I apart from this information, why should I go ahead again with respect to Microsoft Power BI? Because in order to learn this technology, it is code free. For example, right? For example, Cam in our session, imagine that he is not having a coding experience. Okay. Then he might think that, can I opt this tool since I don't have a coding experience, but I have a strong knowledge in functional side about financial, right? Yes, because having sophisticated features available within Power BI, it is code free. You don't need to be strong enough with the code. Okay, because tool will generate the code automatically and tool will define the data relationships automatically. That is the biggest key success behind the Power BI. Okay, so earlier days, right, it is purely code driven. Okay, so when you talk about crystal reports, right? I have been in crystal reports for 2 years during my initial career. Okay, so I used to spend a lot of time on the coding. Of course, I was very I was very keen on my coding side. Okay? So that's okay. But imagine if a guy who is not having a coding skills and he don't want to be with the coding side, right? Then what? At that time, the opportunities were very less. Okay, for the non-coding guys. But now, so it is the Power BI is a code-free solution. You don't need to spend a days of time on the coding. Okay, and it is purely navigation-oriented, GUI, graphical user interface. All what you need to do is you have to apply some common sense. That's it. The rest will be taken care by the tool because it is self-driven. Okay, and as I mentioned, it is self-servicing BI application, which means just a drag and drop. If you wanted to develop a dashboard, just a drag and drop by choosing from data from the data sources. That's it. Okay. Now, who can learn the Power BI, right? Especially who is pursuing their studies and who wanted to, uh, you know, uh, uh, who wanted to swap their technology from one technology to, let's say, for example, I don't want to quote anyone. Let's say myself. Imagine that I'm a Java guy. I'm fed up with the coding. Let's say imagine that from past 15 years, I'm coding. I'm into the coding. Now I'm fed up with the coding. Now, let's say I wanted to be in the front end side. Now, but if you wanted to switch your technology, right? If you wanted to say goodbye to your coding, then this is the best example to move. I mean, this is the best solution to move into the Power BI. Okay, and the business analysts especially, okay, like domain experts where they might not have a technical expertise but they are very strong enough with respect to their domains or functionalities. So the business analysts are recommended to learn Power BI because having a knowledge on the back end side is not only going to benefit, right? So always you should have an end-to-end knowledge, back end as well as the front end. Then only you will be achieving bigger milestones in your career. Okay, sitting at the back side, or doing the coding at the back end is kind of limiting to yourself. Okay, if you understand on the front end, okay, now I know what is coding. Now I know what is going on the back end side. Now, okay, now you can easily change your thought process and you can see your interpretation is going to be different coming to the data. So then that's the biggest advantage, right? Yeah, so this is why should I learn, or who can learn Power BI? Okay, now what kind of a job opportunities with respect to the business intelligence and Power BI roles and responsibilities, right? So any project, when I talk about the business intelligence project, right? So any project is going to have 4 layers. One is the management layer, execution layer associated with the technology and associated with the business, and ultimately the user and end users benefit, right? So coming to the management, right, you will be having the BI project manager, business intelligence project management. So beneath that you will be having techno project leader, and beneath that you will be having BI architect. Okay, which means Power BI architect, Power BI techno project leader, and Power BI project manager, and Power BI consultant, and Power BI administrator. Be it with Azure, the backends. So the Azures will come in picture, like system administrators or database administrators. Those areas they will come in picture. Okay. And coming to the business side, the metadata manager, tester. I think I think someone I think he's entry. I think he's from the testing background, I guess. Okay. So right, the testers. See, testers, they have to validate the organizational data, right? The front end data they have to validate. Let's say I have generated some Power BI dashboard. Don't you think it is supposed to be validated, the data? Don't you think that it is to be precise? Then who is going to confirm? The testers is going to confirm, right? So there you will see a job opportunity there, right? Yeah. And on the business analyst, see, there you go. Business analyst, right? Client, sponsor, who is the sponsor of the project, right? These are all the areas you will be seeing the job opportunities with respect to the Power BI. Okay, and coming to the technical point of view, they have segregated apart from these, right? Few organizations, they have segregated into data set designers, report authors, and Power BI administrators. So these roles will be placing in any one of these areas. Okay. Yes. Now, I think I see that everyone are experienced folks in the session, right? So I don't need to explain about what kind of job opportunities where it is available. Okay. Be it not, the Power BI job opportunities are across the world. Trust me, across the world. Not only the the bigger IT occupied countries. Not only that. Okay, a small countries. Okay, they are also using the Power BI. Okay. Yes. Now, so don't worry about the questions. I'll spend the last 5 minutes. I'll allow you to have a questions. Okay. Then we'll have interaction. Yeah. Now, what is other set of capabilities of Power BI? When I compared with the different tools available in the market or different applications available in the market, what best the Power BI is having? Okay. The first and foremost is super accessibility. The Power BI can be easily accessible through mobiles or through tablets, or whether it is Android or iOS devices, right? It is easily accessible even in offline mode. Offline mode in the sense, let's say if you are out of internet, but still you can use the Power BI applications. Okay, all what you need is you simply need to configure the corresponding application in your mobile. That's it. Okay, and it's having the embeddable attributes. Let's say you have developed, you have a some API, okay, and you wanted to integrate this into the Power BI. That is easily possible, and very sophisticated features and drag and drop functionalities. Okay, and powerful connectivity with respect to different data sources. Trust me, Power BI is having a capability to interact with more than 250 data sources. Okay, be it with CRM, or be it with ERP models, or be it with the flat files, or RDBMS, non-RDBMS, APIs, whatnot, OData, whatnot, you name it. Okay, and with the help of Power BI, you can able to generate the meaningful reports. Okay, and the coming to the technology point of view, it is having their continuous updates to the technology. What does it mean? If you are updating your technology continuously, what does it mean? You are coming up with the innovative ideas, right? The product itself is coming up with innovative ideas. Now, if you using Power BI, then you also will be upgraded automatically, right? Yes. If you are not upgraded to the market, then you are at risk, right? It is applicable to anyone, not only to the IT sector, right? You have to be continuous learner. So if you are with the continuous updating technology, then your skill set will be upgraded automatically, right? Yeah, and it's having very beneficial data refresh approaches. Okay, yeah, and no upfront costs, which means it is cost effective application, cost effective solution for any kind of organization. Yes, and it is to help the uncover actionable insights within the organization. These are all the additional capabilities what Power BI is having. Okay, now let me spend a couple of minutes, okay, on the architecture. Okay, and I'm going to show you how easy to learn this Power BI. Then we can have a question and answer time. Okay, now, so the Power BI, right, is not only a visualization solution. Okay, as I mentioned, it is also having the ETL, extraction, transformation, loading capabilities. Okay, you might have heard the ETL solutions, right? Like the Informatica, Data Stage, BODS, likewise, right? So all those features are amalgamated within Power BI. Trust me. Okay, but it depends upon the organization. So few organization, let's say, they'll go ahead with Power BI. They'll go front end. They'll go ahead with the Power BI, and on the back end, they'll go ahead with the Informatica. That's fine. But why should I? Though Power BI is having the ETL operations capability, why should I go ahead? That's their business model. Simple. Okay. See. So the Power BI architecture, right? See, ingest is nothing but access to the original source data, ETL, extraction, and then data cleansing, preparations, and transformations, which means transformations is happening here, and then load. Okay, so you are loading the data into the warehouse or the semantic models, right? And then reports and dashboards with the help of Power BI. So all these features are available within the Power BI. So if you are strong enough with respect to the Power BI, you don't need to, trust me, you don't need to learn any additional tool throughout your career. If you are talking about business intelligence, if you are thoroughful with Power BI, trust me, you don't need to learn the other reporting tools. Where if you are thoroughful with your Power BI, you can learn any other tools, any other business intelligence tools within a week of time. That's it. Just go through some PDF. That's it. You learn the different tools. That's the greatest features available within Power BI. Okay. Now, so within this Power BI, right, in order to deliver the end-to-end enterprise solutions, you will be having different applications or different components, like Power BI Service Cloud, which is associated with the cloud applications like Azure, all those things. And you have a Power BI Data Gateway, Power BI Report Servers, which is exclusively for the on-premise. Okay, Power BI Mobile App, Power BI Excel Publisher, Power BI Report Builder, Power BI Embeddeds. Okay, these are all the different solutions you have to serve any kind of a data in your organization. Okay, and this is the architecture, as I was saying, right? So on the back end, extraction, transformations, and then loading, and then report generation. These are all the different graphical representations, okay, of the architecture. I just wanted to portray it in a different views so that you'll have some idea. Okay, yeah. And apart from whatever I told you, right, the other features is the Power BI is cost effective. That is the reason most of the organizations are using, because every organization is matter of cost, right? Yes. So this is a cost effective solutions, and mobile integrations can easily happen. It supports both on-premise as well as the cloud. Okay, and it is having the ETL functionalities along with the data compressions. Okay, now I'm going to touch base, okay, the course content. Okay, I mean, during our course of time frame, like during our next 30 to 40 days of time frame, right? What are we going to learn? Okay, that is what I'm going to cover right away. I mean, I'm just going to walk through, okay, and then we'll have a question and answers. Okay, so here you go. So let me zoom in, so that everyone will exactly able to see the screen. Okay, yeah, right, here you go. So the first 3 to 4 sessions is going to be the fundamental concepts, like what is business intelligence, how it behaves, right? What is data warehouse, what are the types of tables, fact and dimensions, introduction to the kind of data models like star schema, snowflake schema, what are all the reasons behind it, right? And some basic fundamental concepts in terms of the SQL, in case if you're not aware. Okay, yeah, basics, very basics. It's not like a big deal. And life cycle management, how the life cycle starts with the Power BI. So it starts with the functional specifications. Let's say, for example, in our session, let me take our session's example itself. Okay, so in our session, let's say Cam is a functional guy. Okay, so he'll start the FDDs first. He'll start at what is functionalities detail, like functional design documentations, and then coming to the business analyst. Okay, for example, uh, you know uh, I think, let's say Kulwant is a business analyst. Okay, he'll gather the business requirement documents, and then project management. Let's say Manoj is the project manager. Then he'll draft a project plan, and then once it is signed off, he'll prepare the technical design documentation. I mean, the developers. Let's say, for example, Giallo is a developer. Okay, example. Likewise, the unit test cases. Okay, and deployments, estimations, all those things will come in picture. Deployment in the sense, the transportation from dev to UH, or dev to QA, UAT to production or staging. Okay, likewise, how the deployments can happen. And I'm going to touch base the Power BI architecture, how it is going to be. Okay, I'm going to have a very elaborative discussions on the Power BI, and then understanding the tool capabilities, checklist, installation checklist, right? So all those things, and introduction to Power BI desktop. Okay, so though we have a different solutions available within the Power BI, right? But which is what is suitable to our job. That's what we need to pick, right? So once you are thoroughful with Power BI, then you can opt for the rest of other components within Power BI itself. Yeah. Okay. And how we can extract the data. Introduction to query editor within the Power BI desktop. You have a different solutions. Okay. And data and relationships view. Okay. And pivoting and data modeling. Okay. How are you going to analyze this? You have a concept called DAX, data analysis expressions you'll be having. Okay. And data visualizations and analytics you'll be having. Okay, like how to generate a dashboard, how to place the tables or the maps within the chart, within the dashboard, how we can format those charts, all those things. Okay, and then I'm going to touch base again the elaborative explanation on the Power BI architecture. Okay, and apart from these, right, we are going to list out, we are going to discuss about what are all the Power BI licensing options. Okay, and deployments, as I mentioned, data governances, types of servers, like installations, the best practices, performance tuning methods, error handling methods, and how we can do the version upgrades, those things. And apart from these, right, I'm going to help you out in terms of the additional assistance in terms of the resume preparation, tips and trips. Okay, and interview questions and answers I'm going to provide. We are going to provide you the day-to-day video records for the lifetime. Okay, and I'm going to help you out in terms of the certification instructions. Okay, so this is what thoroughly we are going to discuss in the next 30 to 35 or 30 to 40 days of time frame. Okay, and it's going to be um, let me notepad. Yeah, let me use the sticky notes. Come on. Okay, so yes, it is daily 1 hour. Okay, daily 1 hour. Okay, from Monday to Friday. Okay, so this is what, and we are going to discuss in I would say 35 to 40 days of time frame. Okay, yes, and sometime if the time permits, or yeah, um, okay, and yeah, okay, and sorry, yeah, if sometimes time permits, right, so we can spend 1.5 hours of time. Okay,
Yeah,
so
sorry, Ganesh, Monday to Friday is the Indian time. So, in Canada, we will have Sunday to Thursday. So,
okay,
is it Indian time? Like Monday
uh,
to Friday, that's what I'm at.
yeah, so
Okay,
preferably it is IST time,
okay, okay,
time zone.
okay, okay.
IST, Indian Standard Time. In case if the if the participants are not comfortable with this, then we can discuss. We can turn it on from your time zone, like EST, okay, or PST, whatever it could be. Okay, so we can
Okay,
discuss
all
that
right,
further.
yeah, yeah, okay,
This is the standard one, what I prefer. Okay, but we can discuss that. I'm fine to have such kind of a flexibility. I'm fine. Okay,
okay.
yeah, because I'm a early person guy. Okay, so I'm fine with it. I don't have any time constraints there. Okay, so we can discuss that. So
Yeah,
someone from big
thank you.
classes will come get in touch with you, and we can finalize that. Okay, but this is what my preference. Okay, but irrespective of the time zone, right, the daily it is going to have 1 hour. Okay, so and it is Okay, yeah, this is what. Now I will allow you to have a discussion now. Okay, so let me start with, and I always prefer to have two-way communications. Okay, not only right away, even down the line in our upcoming sessions, we'll be having two-way communications. Okay, first I listen, and then we can discuss. Okay, that's what I believe in. Okay, and coming to the subject wise, that leave it to me. Okay, and the practice wise, that I will allow you to do a practice, all those things. I'll give the scenarios, all those things will be happen. Okay, all what I need is uh, consistently you have to be with the sessions. Okay, so then only you will be able to understand what is going on. Okay, so that's what only the one thing I would request. Okay, so please be consistent to your the sessions, then you will have a clear picture. And pumping the knowledge, right, that's leave it to me, that I will take care. Okay, that's my job. But from your side, please be consistent to the classes, and whenever you have the time availability, please do a practice. I know everyone are working, and it is definitely tough to spend some additional hours apart from the work life and apart from the family life. Spending some additional hours is definitely difficult, but I would request to spend, to gain more knowledge, it is better to spend some time. Okay, but apart from this, the immense of knowledge what I have throughout this year site, I'll try to inject as much as I can. That's what I can assure. Okay, yes, so that's what from my side. So now let me pick one by one, so that you can go ahead and please shoot out me the questions. Okay, I'm fine to have. Okay, all right, so let me start with Sunny. Sunny.
Yes, so I have a question regarding like any kind of security in Power BI, like row level security. Are you going to touch on?
Yes, we do have that. Yes, I'm going to touch base that. Yes.
Okay, I have also one more question. I think you're going to discuss about the licensing, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the last question I have is basically like the large amount of the data. Like how good is BI? I mean, a Power BI is handling like large amount of data.
Got you. Yep. That I'm going to touch base that. That will be considered under the the data governance. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, that will be covered. The reason, because I don't want keep lots of information in our day one session, because it leads to a confusion. Because in the day one we have to cover the overview, and then going forward I'm going to touch base the licensing. What kind of a licensing model? What kind of a licensing model supports what kind of a data volumes? Okay, and what kind of a scale of industries it can opt? All those things we are going to touch base. Right, Sunny? I hope I'm clear.
Okay. Yep, sounds good. Thank you.
Great, cool. Thank you. And let me start with again Roja.
Yeah, so I few questions like
Please.
so in terms of the software, like how do we how are we going to practice? So is it like a free so download, or like I'm not sure. So
Yes.
like for us to practice, how does that work?
Yes, that
That's
will
my
be
first
covered.
question.
That will be covered under the licensing options and various components I was discussing, right? So yes, I'm going to help you out how to use the software and how to do a practice, those things. That leave it to me. It is going to be the free of cost. Okay, and I can help you out with that.
So
Clear?
is it like a limited that you guys give that we can use it for certain
No,
days, or is it
no, no,
like
no, no,
or
no.
we can download
It's
30-day or something?
no. It is directly from the Microsoft. It's not from either me or from big classes. It is from the Microsoft product itself. So you can use the lifetime. I would say lifetime in the sense until unless the Microsoft allows. But as of I know, from past 7 years, I'm using the same application. Okay, so don't worry there. Yeah.
And the admin side of it. So are you going to cover all the admin side of it, like the ad security, like, everything, like when you deploy it? Or
Yeah.
is it just the the dashboard creation or the front end stuff, or I wasn't sure about that. So
Yes,
do you
I think
cover
that's a
the
good
admin
question.
side, or is just
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, to be honestly speaking, see, I always wanted to be transparent. Okay, so to be honestly speaking, this course is exclusively meant to for the dashboard developing purpose. Okay, in order to do a administration of the Power BI, I need to accommodate a server, different server, okay, where it requires the software installations, okay, and which is cost
right?
oriented, okay. But I can provide you, if you still wanted to that,
See, I
I
would
can
like to,
accommodate by
because
checking with the big classes.
the
By
reason
checking
I'm
with the big
asking this,
classes, we can accommodate the Power BI administration as well. But that is going to be a different course of action altogether. That is not being included in this. That is doable, and that is being considered as a the different set of course. Okay, where we are going to cover end to end, like um, the server installations, configurations, load balance.
not the installation. I'm more worried because admin, like in the sense, like just like how I'm thinking about my business objects, how I work, right? Obviously, how you have the security setup, how you deploy the reports on the server, you have the folders, you have the permissions. So at least that piece, I mean, not the setup, like I'm not, I won't be going as an administrator, but at least the how it works in terms of admin, right? So
Yes,
if
I
you
got
can
you.
cover it, it's that.
Yeah. So I can help you out as much as I can with respect to the admin console, what you're talking about. I understood definitely. So I can cover as much as I can, okay, within the limits what I have, but still I can help you out as much as I can, okay?
I think I had one more question, which I think I lost now. But I
Okay,
think, yeah, so far that's all, yeah.
cool. Anything else, Roja,
So
before I
also,
move on?
like,
Mhm.
will you give us like, for practice sessions, will you come up with
Yes,
mini projects or anything?
yes, I do, I do, I do. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I think I'm good. Thank you.
cool. Yeah, thank you too. Yeah. Let me go ahead with N3.
So my question will be like, with the training, another one, the practice, will it possible to make a career move? That's like a kind of big questions,
Yes, I
That's
think with your experience, right, all what you need
yeah,
to know is how to, use a tool. That's it. That's more than enough, right? So let me show you how
yeah.
easy the tool is. Okay, see, I have a Power BI application in my system. Okay, so, you know, with your expertise, with your experience, and having the industry experience and exposure, right?
Mm-hmm.
This tool is, trust me, very easy. All what you need to do is practically how these things can happen, or if you are aware of this, then I'm happy. I mean, trust me, a guy with 4 years of experience with a different technology, so they have learned and they moved on with the Power BI. Okay, so to be
Okay.
honest, this is not at all a big deal for you. I have that confidence on you. Trust me.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. You mentioned about testing. Like, do they have a like career opportunities as part of the Power BI testing or
Yes,
testing of Power BI applications?
yes, in my
Okay.
team I have trust me, I have a 17 members of a team. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so few of them are located in New Zealand, and few of them are located in India, and few of them are located in Japan. So I have three, set of teams. Okay, in my team, I have two testers. They dedicated. I mean, to be honest, we have recruited them as a data warehouse testers, not only the Power BI testers. Okay, but we asked them to switch on to Power BI testing. So where their day-to-day job is, they will be testing the functionalities of the dashboards on the front end side. Okay, that is their job. So yes, in
Oh,
a
okay.
15 members of team, sorry, in the 17 members of team, I have two resources. So with that, you can imagine. Okay,
That's right. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Good enough.
sure. Yeah. And let me go ahead with Michael. I think Michael, I have not, I missed out your intro somehow. I think it looks like you joined a bit late, but yeah, you can introduce yourself and you can go ahead with the questionnaire. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I'm an agile coach and also a product development consultant. So I live in Houston, Texas. Yeah. So my
Great.
question will be a follow-up to your response to Roger. So you said she was asking about the access to the package. Okay. So is this what version are we going to have access to?
Yes,
Is it
I'm
going
going to offer. Yes, I'm going to offer the latest technology, that is 2021 2. Okay, so this is the one. I'm trying to open up that. Yes. So what we'll do is I will let you know where this software can be downloaded. Okay, it is from the Microsoft portal itself. You can download, and it is definitely in a sort of advanced version. I'm not going to use the lower version. It is definitely in a highly advanced version, which is the latest version. Okay. So what you can do is you can install this app or this application on your local system, on your personal PCs. You can install, and you can do a practice where I'm going to provide you in terms of the assignments and the scenarios. All those things you need to practice from your side. Okay.
Okay, would that be a limit?
Linux, I think it is going to be hard. In terms of considering the infrastructure point of view. Honestly speaking, I will leave it to you how it can be done. But from my side, I will support from the Windows point of view. Okay. Because if you are talking about the enterprise wise, then that's going to be a different scenario. Since we are talking about the local system, the configurations with the Ubuntu, all those things is going to be a bit headache for me, honestly speaking. Okay, I mean headache in the sense I need to spend a good amount of time there, so it's not like a straight approach. Okay,
Thank
yeah.
you.
What about
But
Mac? Can we
in
use Mac for
terms
this?
of the accommodating the software for your practice, for your the scenarios, that I can help you out. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, I asked about the
Sorry,
Mac.
Sri.
Yeah, can you use a Mac for this, or we had to be a Windows machine?
Sri, sorry, I lost you.
Sorry. Yeah, I was asking about can we use a Mac, or should be a Windows machine?
You can use. You can use the Mac. You can use the Mac. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Yes. And to answer Michael's question, right? Oh man, I don't know, like why my system is a bit slow. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to open up the Power BI desktop and how it is going to, conduct the sessions and how you can install the software things. Okay. Okay. Let me. I think yeah. So this is what I'm going to I'm going to help you out to download this software where there is no limitation. Okay. And we are going to touch base this. Okay. So let me show you how easily you can develop the dashboards. Let me spend a couple of minutes here, so that you'll have an idea how easily dashboard can be developed. See, this is the BI desktop where you will be installing on your local system. Okay, it could be a Mac or it could be your Windows system, whatever. Okay, so once the software is available, then you can go ahead and develop the dashboard. Okay, let's say for example, see how easy to develop the dashboard. Okay, now all what I need to do is I need to interact with the source data. So for now, so it is having lots of features, lots of connectivity with respect to the different backend technologies. Okay. Now, for example, oh my God, I don't know why my system is slow today. Sorry for that. Oh, seriously. Yeah. See, let's say I wanted to use the Excel as a data source for now. Okay, just for an example. Okay. Now, what I need to do is, let's say I'll be using for example. Okay. All what I need to do is just a drag and drop. So you have these visualizations here, right? It is trying to establish the connection. It is purely self-driven. Okay. All what you need to understand is the the navigation. That's it. On top of that, you can use your expertise in terms of the experience, in terms of analyzing all those things. That's a quite easy job for you. Yeah. Now, I don't know. Today my laptop is very slow. I think I need to update my software. Sorry for that. Please bear with me. Okay, see, now I have this data, right? Now, what I need to do is I need to choose what wanted to reflect. You can transform. Transform is nothing but your modeling, data modeling. Let's say I don't want to do the modeling right away. Let's say I wanted to load the data. Now this is going to load in my system. So prior to that, it is going to load in your RAM of the system because it is using the in-memory mechanism. Okay, now the data is loading. Now once the data is available, all what I need to do is just a drag and drop functionalities. That's it.
So usually, the backend database, it's a data warehouse usually, or you directly connect to a database too, and you can do the reports. Normally,
It could be
for
anything.
BI, it's a data warehouse with ETL, right?
Correct. Correct. So for Power BI, it could be anything. It could be a data warehouse. It could be an RDBMS database. I mean to say, or it could be a flat file, or it could be SAP BW. Okay, or it could be SAP CRM, or it could be ERP packages, or it could be OData, or it could be API applications, whatnot. Okay.
So for Azure, like, if it's in cloud, still, how so what about the data warehouse then? How does that work?
So yes, we have to establish few connections, okay, with respect to that. So once the connectivity is established, then you are going to interact with the cloud data sources. Yeah.
So directly with the cloud, so no data warehouse is
Yes.
needed, right? Obviously,
Non-needed.
it's
Yes.
cloud.
Yes. You're
So
right.
you show us, like, to connect to an Azure database and, like, the cloud, I mean, or is that
That
not possible?
is hard for me because I don't have that infrastructure currently with me. Yeah, honestly, but I can help you out to what is the directions that we can, and I can pass on some, kind of information related to that. Okay.
So would that be how?
Mostly Azure is the backend database too, for backend in the sense the cloud, right? Obviously, it's in cloud.
Understood. Yeah,
So
I don't have that software accommodation at this point of time. Yeah,
Okay, so are you
but I
gonna
can
show
help.
us? Are you gonna show us how to update the dashboard, or is it gonna be manual process all the time?
Yes, I'm going to show you how the dashboard can be developed. Okay. Yes.
And the updates on the dashboard at interval?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Now see, now I have the the fields or the tables, right? Now all what I need to is just a drag and drop functionalities. That's it.
So can I
See.
ask you one question? So for Azure, it's just the connection, and the rest of the stuff is obviously, when once you connect to the Azure cloud, you still do the same what you're doing right now, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's just established.
Irrespective of the backend, yes, just establish the connection. Make sure that the connection is alive, and that's it. Okay, that is suffice.
So
Irrespective of the backend, I don't care about the
Normally,
backend, whether it could be a flat file or whether it could be a cloud or it could be a data warehouse. The front end action doesn't differ. Yes, please.
so where does API come in here?
Sorry.
Where does API come into BI?
Yeah. So the API, in the sense, what I meant to say is the embedding. You can embed the solutions. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. See, now with these single actions, I can change my graphical information. Okay. See, look at this. Right.
so is there any semantic layer, like, usually, like
No.
in business object, there is a
In business
semantic
objects, you have a universe, right?
layer. Yes.
But
So,
here you don't have that universe. You have IDT, UDT, nothing is there. Okay. So this is
no.
saying a goodbye. The Power BI is saying goodbye to semantic layers. That's where you can do the data modeling. In the modeling level, you can perform that. Yeah.
So let's say if you have tables and stuff, right? So the joins and all that.
Yes.
So do we have to establish here then? There is no semantic
Yes.
layer. So is it a script?
That's where you are going to perform in the modeling level. Yes. Modeling, data modeling is everything is going to happen in the semantic layer.
So will it accept a script over there, or is it just
Absolutely. It does. It does. Yes.
that? So you can do views and it will take all that or no?
Yes. It does. It does.
Store procedures, all that.
Yes.
And can we
Uh,
reuse the model? Like, let's suppose if we develop a dashboard and we want to someone else in the company want to reuse the model.
yes. As long as it is internal to your company, yes, you can reuse that. Yes.
Okay.
Right
So
now.
yes, so Ganesh, you talked about the ETL piece. So like you just told us that we can do the ETL stuff, but rather than using the Informatica, but Informatica do the ETL and store the data somewhere in the database, right? How can we
Yes.
do that thing in Power BI? Are we going to
So
store
that's what.
somewhere that data, or we are directly using in the in memory, and from there we can using that uh, source in our visualization?
Exactly. So here we need to talk about the cache mechanism and in-memory concepts. Okay. So the using of the retail functionality, that's purely depends upon the organization decision. Okay. So few guys will use the data stage and they don't want to use any the data modeling at the Power BI. That is fine because they have a data stage there. Okay. But few organizations, they don't want to use any ETL tool. They wanted to amalgamate all those things with respect to Power BI. That is doable. But for that, it requires high-end configurations in order to deal with the in-memory concepts. Okay.
Yeah, because what I know that Power BI can only handle some amount of data in the caches. What I read on the Google stuff. So
To
that
be to
that
be honest, yeah, to be honest, yes, there are kind of a limited volume of data it can support. So that's the reason you should go ahead with the cloud, right?
okay. Okay.
So for
But we
cloud,
can't store the data like what we do in the click as a QED. In the Power BI, we can do that stuff or not?
Yeah. In the QED, you have what? QED is mainly meant for the data compression, right? And to define your logics, right? Kind of a modeling, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
whatever we do the transformation in the data, and then after we store that data in the QD files in a separate location, we can use as a data warehouse concept in that. Uh, so same kind of stuff we have in the Power BI, or we
Yes.
need to use some another kind of stuff.
There is no exact term called QED. I mean, there is no exact functionality called QED, but all these actionary items can perform at the modeling level, data modeling level. But there is no specific concept like that within Power BI. Okay.
Okay, so we are not storing the data, but using directly the source. You mean to say that?
Yes. Certainly, in a one way, I can say that. Yes. But it all depends, Manoj. Okay. It's all depends upon the backend connectivity. So if you are trying to connect with the data warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
yes. If you don't want to connect with the data warehouse, yes, still it is having a solution. Okay. So it is having all the options, but what is the best option you can use? That's all depends upon the organization decision, right? But the tool flexibility wise, it is having that features.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I think, yeah, let me start with again with Kulwant. Kulwant, do you have any questions?
Rather than question, I just have comments. Are we going to use some more of kind of practical approach?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And especially like we are trying to explain more DAX formulas.
Yes,
I can
absolutely.
see.
That's what.
Yeah, I can see there is a visualization kind of with the Python. Are we going to see how Python can help on that with that?
I can see how easy it is because see few features, right? It is very tough to handle. For example, where Roja was asking in terms of the Azure data connectivity, right? It's a different aspect always. The reason is we have to purchase a server. It could be a cloud server or it could be EC2 server, whatever, right? We have to spend some additional cost with that. So with that, I can check with big classes, and I'll try to see how much I can provide a value addition. Okay.
But I think in a view means like all the connectivity are same. Let's say, for example, we can just use a maybe SQL server in house. Once we connect with the SQL server, it is same as in the cloud, right? So everything
100%.
is, yeah.
100% you are
We can
right.
use
Yes.
anything as a kind of sample, and then we can go from there, right?
Yes, absolutely. See, I don't care about the back end. I always care about the front end. So what I need to do, if I wanted to establish one connectivity layer with respect to the back end. Once I establish this connectivity layer, that's it. My job is done, right? So you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
So for cloud also, you still have the same data modeling and all that piece. You have to do it in the here, or it's not needed, right?
See, if in the cloud level, if your data is highly normalized, then you don't need to perform any kind of a modeling here. Okay. If the data is not highly normalized, then you have to perform the modeling. Okay. So majority of the time, the data available within the cloud is normalized. So certainly, if it is a backend you are using as a cloud application or the cloud associated data, then you don't need to do the modeling. Yes.
But then most of the time the issue is with large data sets, with the dashboards and stuff with cloud. I don't know how, I mean, it's still, we have issues. I mean, I have heard a lot about that.
Yes.
So
That's the
tuning and
reason.
all, yeah, I don't know.
That's the reason.
Go ahead,
It
sorry.
requires, it requires the best practices. It requires the performance tunings. It requires server configurations. It requires a cluster mechanism. Okay, plenty of reasons. Load balancing, it requires a load balancing. Plenty of reasons which are dependent on there. Okay, so those aspects I'm going to touch base during the best practices or the performance tunings. Those things I can spend some time. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, sure. And Kulwant, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it. Because I will more like to see how to manage roles, different roles, how different kind of users we can access.
Yeah, absolutely. That is our part of our curriculum. So I can grant you. I mean, I can transfer the 100% knowledge in terms of the practical scenarios. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Let me start. Let me go with Cam.
Not at this time. I'm just kind of listening into the various comments and questions. So right now I'm going to withhold.
Cool. So I hope you earlier you were having some questions, right? I hope it is clarified, right?
Well, it's ongoing satisfaction.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah. There is no end for the satisfaction, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yes, I don't know. I see your questions, right? Yes. Power BI is having connectivity with respect to the SAP on-premise. Yes, it is doable. Yes, through Power BI desktop, you can establish that connection. Yeah, and yeah. Giallo, any questions you have apart from this?
I mean, for me, no.
No, not for you. It's for
Okay.
Giallo. All right. I think I'll consider it as no questions. Okay. But and tomorrow also we'll be having the session at the same time. Okay. At the same time, tomorrow we'll be having our session at the same time.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm not sure. Maybe I missed it. When are we going to address? Maybe you addressed already the time slot for this.
It's not agreed. It's not yet decided. So what we'll do is we'll discuss with. Someone from big classes will get in touch with you, and we'll take a collective opinion, and we'll decide on that. Okay. But for tomorrow, the same whatever we joined today, right? It's going to be the same time. Okay.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So tomorrow also demo. So it will be a different things, or it's a continuation of this, or the same thing we're going to do.
It's not a demo. It's not a demo. It's continuation to our regular sessions. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
So are you going to talk about costs tomorrow?
Cost, I think big classes, someone from big classes will get in touch with you. I'm not the right person to talk about that. So they will get in touch with you. Okay.
This is a 5 weeks class, right? As you said, 5 or 6.
Yes. Yes. All right. Anything else before I drop off?
Oh, thank you.
Sure. All right. So great to see you, everyone. Yes, I'm looking forward. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Right.
Thank you. Good night.